Hello world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to codingscientist.com. So to all my viewers, this is a new series called Hero to Superhero on programming or coding a artificial intelligent neural network. So this is actually a super special series because a this series is targeted at PhDs, right? Experienced guys, experienced folks in machine learning, deep learning, and artificial neural network. And also, primarily for those who are getting into this field of AI, machine learning, deep learning, and stuff like that. And they are struggling to, get along with building their own neural network. So guys, this is not a series for those who are just getting into this field, starting to learn Python, starting to learn about the data sets and the overall framework. No, this is not basics. So what I'm going to do is basically we are straight away going to get into the IDE and I'm going to show you how to write a artificial neural network from scratch, from bottom up, and we will build the entire neural network from the scratch using Python, right? And then I will show you, how to run the program and run the neural network and stuff like that. So, you know, the goal of this hero to superhero is I want the heroes of AI, of artificial intelligence industry to become a superhero. Because most of the time what happens, I had seen personally out of my experience that the PhD professors in the industry, are so-called the experienced folks in AI. They call themselves as an AI magnet. But they happen to struggle when getting into the neural network aspects. They take the bunch of sets of predefined neural network and put the model, run the entire data sets and get the predictions and do the projects and stuff. But that is not the goal, right? You need to understand how to write your own neural network itself. That's the critical piece which is missing across the industry. So I'm going to show you how to do that. It's going to be kind of magic, right? So what am I going to cover? So this is just an introduction introduction video. So basically I'm going to show you how to start collecting the data sets first. From what source, what are the different source of collecting the data, regardless of whatever model you want to build, whatever AI model you want to build. Millions and millions of sets of data is the critical component, right? So that's what I'm going to show you in the next video, and then we will talk about how to initialize the neural network. I will show you how to write a Python program to start initializing the neural network using the existing data. So that's the critical piece of this entire hero to superhero. And then I'm going to talk about I'm going to show you how to write the code to forward propagate. So this is again an important piece of writing your neural network. And then I'm going to talk about activating the neurons, how different there are different types of functions to activate the neurons within the network. So that's a critical piece again. And then we will move on to transferring the neuron, which is going to get pretty interesting, how we are going to transfer one neuron to another neuron and transfer the information. So it's going to get more and more complex. Of course, all these things we are going to write line by line code in Python, and I'm going to show you how the neural network works. And then forward propagation. So I'll show you how to write the Python code for forward propagation, and you will get to know that, guys. This is not a basic AI session. So that's why I named it as hero to superhero, because my audience of this particular session, I'm expecting them to have a good knowledge on artificial intelligence, on machine learning and deep learning. So this particular series is going to focus only on writing the neural network and do the magics, right? And then we will move on to back propagate error. There's going to be multiple sets of error. I'm going to show you how to fix it. And moving along, we will get into transfer derivative, which is again a very important critical piece of building the entire neural network from bottom up to the top level, right? So you are going to really enjoy this. And then I will show you how to train the neural network. While we collect the data, we go through a certain step of process which with the input layer and the hidden layer and then the output layer. But without training the entire network, you won't be able to see the predictive analysis as an output. And then we will talk about updating the weights, right? So the input weight and the output weights, what is expected out of the entire model. So I'm going to show you how to write those weights. It's a critical piece, again, using Python programming. And I will also try to see if I can show you how to build a neural network using C++. That's going to be a bit more complex, but Python is pretty simple, so it's very easy to learn for you guys, easy to deploy, easy to use it. So anyway, so let's move on, and then I'm going to talk about how to train the neural network after updating the weight adjustments. So there'll be changes in the data sets, right? When the entire data is flowing through the input neurons to the hidden layers, and then the output is going to be different, right? So you may expect about, say, 80%, 90% accuracy, but when you first train, the first time the neural network gets trained, the artificial neural network, the output might be about, say, about 20-25%. You'll be shocked. Oh man, what's going on? So that's the time we got to adjust the weights and try to do some modification and retrain the model again to get the accurate output. So that's what is this all about. And then we will talk about the prediction. Of course, I'm going to show you how to write the prediction and get the model.h file outside and use that particular model into, you can deploy anywhere on the cloud or on the edge computing devices and stuff like that. And of course, the final, we are going to load the data again, and bingo, right? That's the magic, guys. So once that is done, this is the final. We are going to reload the data with the test sets, and then we are going to play around with the entire model, and I'm going to show you the real live working artificial neural network. So having said that, guys, this is going to be a pretty interesting series, so pay a lot of attention. Once again, this is going to be hero to superhero. This is not a basics, this is pretty much advanced at a PhD level, right? So we are straight away getting into writing the neural network itself. So hope to see you soon. You are going to enjoy. Goodbye.